Fifa on the beat, so twerk it, bitch.
Yo, what is up, lads and ladettes of the YouTube world? Welcome to another episode of Viewer Suggested Squad Builder. This is episode 2. It was a pretty tricky team to actually make. You guys can see on the screen now, the team I was asked to make was a bit of a hybrid between a Nigerian squad and a League One squad as well. I won't lie, this was actually pretty challenging, just simply because of the lack of Nigerian players that there actually are in the game. But anyway, I started off with Aluko up front. Oh, I forgot to say, the request also asked me to include okocha, so other than obviously it being a Nigerian hybrid with League One, I had to make sure okocha was in the team as well. Anyway, up front we've got Aluko. He's a silver, rated 74. He's actually got some pretty decent stats, as you guys can see. I mean, 88 pace, 70 shot, 71 pass and 77 dribble aren't that bad actually for a silver. It's pretty damn good. He is 5'8", which I mean, like, usually I wouldn't really like. I prefer players about 5'11" or taller up front, but he does have a 4-star weak foot and 3-star skills with a high attacking work rate as well as a low defensive one. That's mainly the reason why I put Ibrahimovic alongside him as opposed to someone like Lacazette or Cavani, simply because Ibra's obviously an absolute beast. He's 6'5", decent attack rate and defensive, well, the kind of attacking and defensive work rate you'd want, more or less. He's got 4-star weak foot and 4-star skills, which is pretty good as well. Cam, obviously okocha, I did consider putting him up as a striker as well, but I just didn't really like it. I mean, I prefer having Aluko up there and just linking up with okocha, and Cam makes things a little bit easier. Plus, okocha is a legend, so he links up with everyone, at least with yellow chemistries. Left mid. This was a bit of a difficult choice, rather. I went with Victor Moses. I could have gone with Inform Musa, as I'll show you guys now, but I just felt that it would be slightly easier to include Victor Moses because I could link him up with a couple of other players, especially one in the BPL. See, this was the other choice I had, Inform Musa, who's at left mid as well, but he does play in the Russian league, and I didn't really like the other options of players I could choose, so I preferred to stick with this just because it makes everything a little bit easier to do as well. Left centre back, I've gone with Gabriel. I know he's not League One, but he is Brazilian, and most of the centre backs in League One, well, the good ones anyway, are Brazilian. Obviously Silva and David Luiz. So I thought I'd add him in as he links up with Moses and Silva as well, who I've put in the middle. CDM, first one, I've got Mikel. Obviously perfect chem with okocha, Moses, and he links up well with Gabriel. He doesn't really link up with Silva, but Silva's going to be on a 10 chem anyway, just because of the perfect chem he gets with David Luiz. Goalkeeper, I've gone for Inform Enayama. Obviously he's Nigerian, so it's a bonus that there's actually an Inform Nigerian goalkeeper already. So, and he plays in League One as well, so there you go. And the right centre back, I've gone for David Luiz. Don't really need to say much about that, do I? He's just a beast of a defender, plus he links well with Thiago Silva, Enayama, as well as the other players I've got on the team. Right CDM, I've gone for Ramirez, purely because he's Brazilian and he links up well with Mikel and Lucas, who I've put on the right as well. And not only that, but you know, he just gives perfect chem to the two Brazilian centre backs as well. And as I've already said, I've gone with Lucas at right mid. Just, he plays in League One, he's Brazilian. This team's actually more of a League One / Brazilian Nigerian hybrid than a pure League One team. Is, well, nearly everyone from League One on the team is from PSG as well. It's quite funny. But yeah, Lucas also links perfectly with Ibrahimovic, as obviously they play on the same team. So yeah, there you go. It was a bit of a challenge to make, but I don't think you're really going to get any better Nigerian / League One hybrids than that. I mean, you could possibly choose another defender or so from League One, but wouldn't really link with the Nigerian left mids, and there is no Nigerian left mids in League One at all, or right mids for that matter as well, so it's not like you can just move them about. There are some other options. Obviously, you've got Matuidi, who you can put at CDM as well, and I mean, it would be okay, but it just I prefer how it looks with Ramirez and Mikel as they link up perfectly as well. Obviously, you've got how do you even pronounce that? Bona as a centre back. He's Nigerian as well. I mean, if you swap him around with Gabriel, you still get, you know, perfect chem 100. He just doesn't link with Thiago Silva, and he is a Silva himself. Well, you've got pretty decent stats as well for a Silva centre back. I mean, 75 pace, 74 defence, 76 physical. You can't go too wrong, and he is 6'1" with a low attacking rate and a high defensive work rate. So I mean, it's up to you what you prefer. I haven't actually used the team, so it's kind of up for debate. I'm debating with myself, but for now I think I'd stick with Gabriel just to get the chemistry with Moses as well as Silva and Mikel, as opposed to just, you know, like Mikel and Moses. Another choice you have is Igbun. I keep killing these names, I'm sorry. He's a left midfielder, Nigerian as well. I mean, he'd link up well with Aluko and Mikel. I mean, if you do add him in, you could just add Bona, and that would look better than having Moses up front as well. You'd have no need for him, and you've got more pace as well. But like I said, it's completely up to you guys. I mean, this guy's a Silva as well. Stats are pretty good. Pace-wise, you can't really get much better than that. I mean, 92 pace is 92 pace. Shot-wise, it's only 69. So yeah, I mean, I have quite a bit of experience playing with Silvers in this game, and as you guys will probably remember from my road to Division 1 with Silvers, their shooting is pretty crap, especially like even close range. The keeper always seems to save it. So I think I just stick with the actual gold players for now. But yeah, that's today's video. Don't forget to leave a comment with a team suggestion you'd like me to build for you. Include the budget, possibly a formation if you'd like, and maybe a player or two that you want included in the team. But I mean, the only thing you actually need to include is the budget, because obviously if I don't know how many coins you're willing to spend, it's just going to make it difficult for both of us, and then I might make a team you actually like but can't afford. So just remember to include the budget. That's all for today though. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep it cool. Peace out, guys.